Hello, this has been Anime Gaming and Toys. I'm your host Maverick, and today we'll be doing an unboxing of, I think it's a Nezuko figure. And I forgot what series it is, but it's bound to be good at least. And this one is from Osakasuyoshibashi. I will not say that fast because that's pretty hard to pronounce. So let's just cut into the sides first. Oh, it's a little bit high. Yeah, it's a little bit high. I'm cutting a little bit high here. Yeah, because I'm actually separating. I wish cardboard cutting was a job. I wouldn't be hired. Anyways, let's just cut into this and just rip this first thing off. Because it's actually kind of hard to cut through this thing, so I'll just rip it open. And the tape here. There. So, it is covered with so much bubble wrap, I can't really see it inside. And let's just put the box down. And it looks like a Tanjiro. And it has the same facial like the same expression as Nezuko, which is like a angry battle kind of thing. So let's just quickly put this down. Hopefully it's not like the last one where it's really small. If you didn't know, you can watch the last video to find that out. This thing. Oh god. Because for the last one, I gave the figure a slightly low score because it was just really small. And it didn't have as much fine details as it should have. Because if you're small, you gotta put in the details. Oh my god. This person really doesn't want this thing to get damaged. How much bubble wrap is this? And there would be another layer on the inside. Anyways, we have a Tanjiro Kamado. I guess vibration stars, the same one as that one. This is the first. I think that one's the fifth. This one is the fifth. So, I'll just be showing this. So, this one's the. Oh, they're both one. But these things are from the same series. I think you can probably put them together and they look nice. Let's move this out the way. And now let's check the inside of this box. Because if it's from the same series, it has to probably be the same size. Yeah, now that I'm looking at it, it looks pretty small. Because you can already see small paint errors just in like the figure that they put onto the front. It looks pretty small because they have to zoom in. So it looks slightly pixelated here and there. And was I correct? Comment down below that it's a pretty small figure. Oh, look at that. The katana. There. Was I correct? Yes I was. It's a really small figure. And is there anything at the bottom? No. So yeah, it's a pretty small figure. So yeah, I was correct. From the same series, same size. So let's just cut over the top. Firstly, take a look at the sword. Because this sword looks pretty interesting. I've never actually really seen that like completely by itself. So let's just put a hole into it. So here we have the stand holder. We have the sword, which is on top This thing looks pretty fragile. Ooh. Oh, and the hilt is slightly bent, but it's a flexible plastic, so I'm going to flex it back into position. So, I like the sword. It's really pokey, and it's sharp as hell. Anyways, we'll leave Tanjiro's sword here, and then just quickly get through this, and then cut through here. Like, so there were 6 pieces to this thing. 2 separate boxes for some more reason. But you can't seem to put enough plastic for this. They just can't waste plastic, it seems. You gotta just go for everything. I like it when the character has really spiky hair, because then inside plastic is this bunch of full holes. Oh. And, oh. I thought the sword went into the sheath for a second. It is the right size though. So, let's just pull the top to the bottom, like so. Oh, this is really technical difficulties. It seems for this figure that it's going to be pretty hard, so I'm already getting the muscle man to fix this. Because as you can see, there's a little bit of a hole inside of my hand, because it's just how hard I was pushing into it. Anyways, while he's doing that, I'll just practice my sword styles. Ting, 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 ting. And he's giving it back after it's been fully put in. And now let's just put on the head. Ooh, spiky. It's a pretty long nose for an anime character now that I think about it. So, that's a pretty long nose. It looks like kind of looks like Pinocchio. So I think you just put in like which direction did they put it in? This way, I think. Oh, I gotta bend it. Does it go the other way? Yeah, I think that works. Now let's just put in the bottom of his butt. This is so much assembly required. Anyways, just put in the base. So, already it looks slightly better than this one at least, because it has a pretty good looking sword. So I'll already give bonus points for that, because like, who cares? You got a sword. And you can also take out the sword if you really want to, like, see. So, I give bonus marks for that. And I'll just try to move it to a place where it looks suitable. I think they put their hands slightly up higher to the belt. Anyways, first impressions wise, this one has way less paint errors than this one, because this one you can literally just spot them from, if you're looking at, even if you're looking at 180, you can spot most of them. And I do also, that paint, no, that is not paint, that is just some, there's a little bit of dirt here. That might be like the remains of a cigarette, I don't know. I can just clean that off later. So, texturing wise, it's a pretty solid thing, and that I really do like its pose, because this is, I'm pretty sure, one of the second one I've actually had where it has its sword unsheathed, and also its very first one where the whole entire sword is, you can take the whole entire sword out of this thing and play with it. So that's a pretty new feature. So you can just swipe at them with the sword. And then when you don't need it anymore, you can just put it back, give it back to Tanjiro. Now, would I recommend you getting this figure as a whole? Well, it is a good figure and all, but like, it isn't the best one you can get for this type of money. Now, what's my first impressions? I'll give this thing about a 7 out of 10. It works well in most situations, but it's too small, just like this one. It's just a little bit too on the small side, because most figures are decently a little bit big, so this one's slightly smaller than it should be. And I've been given our other one as an example. This one. As you can see, this one, even though this one's on the floor, it's just almost the same exact height as this one. Even though it has like, you know, it's like jumping off the ground. Now, detail-wise, I like the hair details because it kind of looks like a flame and it's just a slight gradient of red. Don't worry about the fireworks, it's just Halloween. And then we have the earrings. They're pretty detailed. The scar on his face, it just looks like it always should. And the screws on the shoes. Buttons are just about where they should be. I like that there's actual holes inside this sheath, like this hilt. And I like the effort put into the belt, even though the belt's not really seen from any angle. Because if you're looking at it from if it was here, then you don't see the belt at all. Even though, and they put effort into the belt. So, recommendations on where to put this. I think you should put this in the set like this. I think if you were to put in like a situation like this, maybe it could work. Cause we're like the receptive, like, I guess, well, Nezuko generally comes out the back of his box like this, and then attacks, right? So it would make sense that she's coming out of the back end of direction of Tanjiro. But comparison from this one to this one, I really do like this one more because it just has more things to look at. Other than this one, it's just an angry Nezuko. Now, my final yeah. Oh, I almost skipped that. Anyways, how tall is the character figure by itself? It's standing tall a good old 8 inches to the width of it. The figure by itself is about 20-ish centimeters, give or take, because I can't measure it completely. But like, that's about 20 centimeters. So, for my final verdict is, I'll give this figure an 8, because it's better than this one at least, than the Nezuko in the cases. And the fact that it actually has a sword and you can remove it completely also makes it a little better. Even though he looks kind of wonky without the sword, because his hands are just in the place where the sword should be. Yeah, he'll be holding with the blade like this, because then he can do this and that and this. Yeah. Anyways, depending on when this is filmed, it is Halloween, so I'll just say, but it would be taken just about near November or December-ish, so happy early Christmas. Happy early Christmas. Our production line's really screwed up. It's October and I really don't know when this thing's gonna be published, so it's probably gonna be Christmas. So it's gonna be kinda late for those things. But altogether, I gave this figure an 8 out of 10. It's been Animate Toys. I'm Maverick and I am out.